Australia and East Timor will face off this week to settle a bitter dispute over a maritime border in the oil-rich Timor Sea. Australia is accused of obstructing efforts to negotiate a permanent boundary, even going as far as spying on Timor and its legal advisors. The United Nations will now hear the arbitration, and with the vast oil and gas reserves on the line, both countries stand to lose billions. Peter Lloyd explains.
The International Court of Justice in The Hague. It's a long way from East Timor, but it's where Timor's leaders will go to resolve a decades-long dispute with Australia. At stake, billions of dollars worth of gas and oil that lie in the Timor Sea.
It's not an issue of us, Timor Leste, wanting to have something beyond what belongs to us. This is very important.
In 1989, when Timor was still occupied by Indonesia, the Australian and Indonesian governments signed a treaty that carved up the territory between the two countries. The agreed sea boundary included this area, with vast oil and gas fields. Any royalties were split 50-50. But this deal died when Timor won its independence.
Viva Timor Leste!
Just as newly independent Timor was struggling to its feet, aid-dependent and in dire poverty, a new deal was drawn up and the issue of a sea boundary put to one side. This is the rich prize in dispute, the Greater Sunrise oil and gas fields, worth an estimated $40 billion in revenues. Under this current boundary, 80% of the oil and gas reserves lie in Australian waters. Timor, with international law on its side, now wants the boundary on the median line, or halfway between the two countries. And that means Greater Sunrise will be entirely in Timor's territory.
As soonest, we should agree on a maritime boundary and follow the international practice and draw a median line.
This isn't a court battle, it's what the United Nations calls compulsory conciliation. It's a process that's never been used before. It exists for the rare circumstance where one country, in this case Australia, refuses to recognise the umpire. The only other country that's done that lately is China. Peter Lloyd, ABC News.